Hey kids, I'm sorry we can't do a Google Hangout today. I was really disappointed because I think some of you could really use some help with your essay, and I'd like to provide that. So instead, I'm going to do this quick video and maybe give you some pointers that could possibly help you write. Alright, first of all, I want to warn you that because we should have moved further in the book so far, there might be some spoilers in this essay assistance. So if you want to really enjoy the book, go ahead and read to about page 300, and then maybe nothing will get spoiled for you. If you're okay with spoilers, by all means proceed. As you know, you have 3 options for what you can write about. Alright? Now, in my opinion, option number 1 is going to be the easiest. Alright, but you can get plenty of information for the other 2 as well. In the following slides, I'm going to try and give you some helpful hints to put your quotes together. Alright, let's talk about choice number 1, and hopefully none of my children will barge into the room and sing, because currently they're running around the house doing that. Alright, so for option number 1, you're comparing our story as a fairy tale or a parody. Or remember in class I said you could actually write about both. If you write about both, your first body paragraph should explain how the story is a fairy tale, and your second body paragraph should explain how it's a parody. If you write about parody, either because you're doing both or because you're only focusing on that, what makes something a parody is that it's funny, or at least intended to be funny. So look for things that should be serious that the author treats comically. The first example that comes to mind is when the 3 men are waiting to kidnap Buttercup, and he very casually mentions only 3 people in the crowd were waiting to murder her. Things like that. However, it is my opinion that the easiest but still quality recipe? I baked this morning, sorry. Essay would be to concentrate on the fairy tale aspects. Now, the most prominent ones that we see in our story are these 5. Royalty, magic, in things like Miracle Max and living through the snow sand, and things happening that could not be in real life. Things in threes, which is your strongest one, there's a hero and there's a villain. The easiest thing to do if you're writing this essay would be to choose 2 of these, and one could be one body paragraph, and one could be another body paragraph. Alright? However, you could pick one of these fairy tale elements, and your whole essay could be about that. Personally, there are enough things that happen in threes that I would choose this as my overall main topic. So you could do one paragraph showing things that happen in threes and another paragraph showing things that happen in threes. In real life, things don't always come as threes, so your thesis and concluding sentence could focus on the fact that this makes our story a fairy tale. Your second option is to write about whether or not there's a villain in the story and who it is. Now, you could say there's no villain because so many of our characters are horrible people. But if you want to pick a villain, my opinion is the 2 easiest choices are Humperdinck and Rugen. And the good news is you can find your quotes and evidence anywhere in the book. It doesn't have to be from what we've already read, and it doesn't have to be from the part we're on right now. So anything that Humperdinck's ever done that could be seen as villainous, you could include. Same with Rugen. What's nice about writing an essay on this topic is that in your thesis, you could say who you think the villain is, and when you say because, just give your definition of a villain. If you think a villain is someone who acts selfishly, then that could be your because statement. If you think a villain is someone who does evil deeds and enjoys it, that could be your because statement. So your thesis could say, Prince Humperdinck is the villain in The Princess Bride because he enjoys it when other people suffer. So your because part of your thesis could just be your definition of villain. Your third essay option works the same way as the second one. You pick a hero or you say that there is none. Alright, because either everyone's awful or no one's really selfless like a hero should be. Alright, if you choose that there is a hero, I think the two most likely candidates are Wesley, who you can refer to as the man in black, and Inigo. All right, Wesley, for obvious reasons, he tries to save Buttercup. He conquers a lot of obstacles in the name of true love, etc., etc. Inigo's also an option. All right, everything he does is to avenge his father, which means he also acts for true love. It's just not romantic love. It's the love of a son to a father. All right, so you can focus on his heroic qualities. He helped the man in black climb the cliff. He didn't kill him immediately. It's his idea to go find and save the man in black after Vizzini dies. And here's your spoiler. He does manage to get his revenge on Count Rugen and avenge his father. So both of these men do what they do because they love someone else. That conveniently gives you an excellent because statement for your thesis. You could say, Wesley is the hero of The Princess Bride because he acts out of true love. Or Inigo is the hero of The Princess Bride because he does everything for the love of his father. I hope all of that was at least a little bit helpful. If you haven't already, it may also be helpful. Oh, what happened to that R? Helpful for you to watch a video that I put on YouTube, and it's called PB Recap 245 to 263. All right, this kind of sums up the part that we should have read if we were in school Tuesday and yesterday, and it might give you some more ideas for your essay. And I'm going to work for the rest of the day to think of ways that I can help you move along so we're not too far behind. But obviously the essay will not be due when we return to school tomorrow, especially since it's just a half day. Enjoy your day off. Bye.